So I decided to turn the camera on while completing this flipbook mini album, and as you can see, it's coming out really great. I love how it looks. So yeah, just to give you a quick rundown of some of the items that we're going to be using today are obviously your Project Life cards, and I have a ton of Project Life cards in all the sizes that they come out with, and so I need to use them. So I thought, you know what better way than to make a mini album with these. And the thing is, I've been wanting to make a mini album flip book using these little discs right here, and the whole idea came from doing those what do you call them, memory decks cards, except obviously this is not a memory decks card. And so at my local store, I went ahead and got me some discs, and this is the size. Let me see if I can measure this to let y'all know. This is the 7/8. So I will try to find these online if I can. I'll leave a link to these discs in the description area below. What I'm also using is this amazing tool. I love it. I tell you, if you do not have one of these, you should get one. You know what? In fact, I love all of the We Are Memory Keepers tools. I think they are so useful, and yeah, you can do a multitude of projects with these. Now, this is the punch board, and with that punch board, I'm going to be punching the holes. Obviously here, let me show it to you on here. I'm going to be punching the holes over here. I already have it set on the measurements that I need it for, and it comes with these 5 hole puncher devices, and so yeah, we're just going to be using 2, and like I said, my measurements are already set. Let me see if I could bring it forward to you. Yeah, don't pay any mind to these, that's just there, but those are the measurements that I'm going to be using. There you go, that I'm going to be using for the making of this flipbook mini album. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and remove these, because if I don't, it will try to punch holes on the rest of the card. So okay, we have that, we have the rings. Now, the size that I'm looking at here, because I am using some of the papers from my stash, we are looking at approximately 3 by 4 inches, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, approximately 3 by 4. Now, I'm saying approximately because these cards are not an exact 3 by 4, okay? And so we are going to be needing some scissors so that later on we can kind of like snip around the edges. And no, it's not the 8s, it's in between the 7/8 and the actual inch mark, so it's not an exact measurement, but it's doable. Okay, so some of the dies that we're going to be using here are the Spellbinders mini envelope 2 die, and I'm also going to be using a die from the Spellbinders Tallulah Frill, and another die from the Spellbinders Annabelle's Trousseau, and a die from the Spellbinders Tiny Shadow Box. Okay, and I pulled out some stickers that I have in my stash. Oh, and I'm also going to be using a die from the Spellbinders Rosebud Topiary. And yeah, I'm going to be using some of the Project Life stickers that I have in my stash. I'm sorry about the glare. And so, you know, some of the darker colors that I think will go very well with this collection, with this mini album, I mean, and so I think these are just perfect to go with that. Now, the papers that I'm using on this flipbook mini album are from DCWV, I believe. Is it? Yes, DCWV, and it's a limited edition, and it's called the, hang on a second, I can't read upside down, the Everlasting Love Stack. And so, you really don't use much of these papers because it's such a tiny album, and I am just thrilled to pieces how this is coming out. And so yeah, I decided to use a couple of papers from here simply because I haven't worked with this stack in a very long time, and I want to. I love doing black and white and gold and beige projects every now and again. And oh yes, and another thing that you'll be using, I don't know if I mentioned it, you're going to be using scissors and you're going to be using your art glitter glue. Now I know that some of you have hobby stores that are a couple of hours away from where you live and everything, so I'm going to be doing my best to find links to these items at the best value for you, and I will be putting those links in the description area below. And I think I'm also going to be doing a blog post on this that will include detailed pictures and everything, so that could get some inspiration from this. So okay, let me start by showing you what I've done thus far. First thing that I did in this project was I took my Spellbinders dies and then I got to die cutting. I did all of this die cutting off camera, so I wouldn't take up too much of your time. With this Spellbinders, I die cut this right here in gold. You know how I love to use the gold and love to use the bling. I use the Spellbinders Platinum 6 for this project, and I have both the Spellbinders Platinum 8, which is the big machine, and the Spellbinders Platinum 6, which is the medium-sized machine. And so this is what the Platinum 6 looks like. What I love about the Platinum 6 is that it's smaller than the big heavy machine, okay, and it does a lot of the die cutting that I need, this size die cutting. Also, it holds these contour dies, but if you're going to be using one of the big contour dies, that's when you're going to need that big Platinum 8 machine. But this one, if you're looking at a tight budget as far as die cutting machines is concerned, I highly recommend that you begin with this one, and perhaps later on you can graduate onto the bigger machine. But you do get a lot of bang for your buck with the Spellbinders Platinum 6, and it's been my experience that with the Platinum 6, you pass it through once and that's it. Okay, it cuts like butter. So what I've done here, the reason I pulled it out is because I wanted to show you that I pass it through once and then I pass it through the embossing plates, and that's how I get these beautiful lines. Oh, and another thing that you're gonna need is your Spellbinders Tool-in-One. I tell you, gosh, you get your money's worth with this tool 100 times over, 1,000 times over. I tell you, I use this tool each and every single time, and it helps with a cleanup process, and it's awesome. I love this tool. And over here we're going to do the same thing, and we are going to remove the love. Alrighty. And see this part right here? This is what I was talking about. It doesn't have that little edge over here to cut the paper, so that's why I had to measure it and make sure that it was straight. And we're going to take our scissors and just go like this. I hope that I'm doing this right. Let's go like this. There's one. Okay. And now the other. Let me cut it like this. Alrighty. So now we have this piece over here, and let me get this here and this here, and we have that, and now this one. We have that, and let me use this little puncturing device to get those parts right there, and there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Is that the saying? Easy peasy lemon squeezy? I hope I'm saying it right. You know, being that English is not my first language, Sometimes I get some phrases wrong, so y'all are going to have to bear with me. I know that I do have a lot of verbal blunders, but I try. And here is my other piece. Let me go ahead and put these back in here so that I don't lose them. So now that we have our die cut pieces, we're just going to set them to the side for a moment. Basically, what I do for each one of the pages is like you see in some of these cards, there's nothing in the back, so I don't want to leave them with just a plain back, and that is why I'm using my designer paper. And I know that it's approximately 3 by 4, so I'm gonna cut it, trim it down to a 3 by 4. And because I have 2 backings that I need to fill, because I've already done this before the video started, I'm gonna cut 2 pieces, one for here and one for there. And so we are gonna go, let's see, we need 4 inches. So I'm setting this directly on the 4. And I'm sorry if I'm off frame. Okay. And the trimmer that I'm using is by Fiskars, and I tell you, I love this trimmer. Alrighty, it has a rotary blade. The only thing about it, is that you have to pass it through a couple of times. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and I think the reason why you have to pass it a couple of times is because this was made for the thicker materials. But I love it, and it's very precise when it cuts, you know, because I've had other paper trimmers that once you cut them and everything, they kind of look wonky. Okay, so yeah. So now I take my We Are Memory Keepers punch thingamajiggy, and I'm going to take my papers and I'm going to put them upside down, and the reason being is because it's going to go right on here, and it has to be upside down. So put this here, and it's so easy to use this. Boom, you're done. Okay, here's another one. Now this one, hang on a second. Okay, this one has to be right side up. Okay, because this is the back cover. This is the inside of the back cover, so this one has to be right side up. So we're gonna do that right there. Okay, let me put these two together so I don't get these confused, and I'm done using this device. Let me put this off to the side. And now with my glitter glue, I'm just going to go around the edges and go around these edges, glue these, and basically what I'm matching these 2 holes right there. Once you have your holes matched, everything else falls into place. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now here's a tip on these right here. Let me see if you could tell. Right along here, you're going to be snipping a little piece off at the bottom of each hole, and the reason why you do that is because you want it to go through here. Now here's a trick. If you snip these a little bit too wide, they're going to be falling off of your rings. So I would start with just a tiny little snip, okay, and I have already taken care of that on all of my cards. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow where I snipped it initially, and that's 1, and that's 2, and you wind up with this. See? Like that. Okay, and so because this wasn't an exact 3 by 4 measurement, we are going to have to do a little bit of snipping. But first, let me go ahead and just round off the corners. It's easy peasy. Here, let me take care of this right here first. Okay, now I can round off the corners. Piece right there. Okay, I think I got it. So here's this. Now let's take care of the other one. Okay, this is our back cover. So take this art glitter glue, and I tell you, I just love to use this art glitter glue. Okay, I get a ton of use out of just one bottle, I'll tell you that. And my friend Shelly from JS Hobbies and Crafts was the one who turned me into experimenting with this glue, and I tell you, once I started, I don't go back. And I've used all sorts of glues, you know, like from the Eileen's, and gosh, I've even used rubber cement. And the thing about the Eileen's glue is that it left some air pockets, and I wasn't happy about that. And then the rubber cement that I used to use was getting expensive. Okay, it's very expensive to use rubber cement. I would go through maybe 3 bottles of that stuff. Okay, when I used to make mini albums way back when, and that was getting expensive. And the other thing about working with rubber cement is that you got to work fairly quickly. So it was not sustainable. And then in one of Shelly's videos, she made a comment about this glue. I was watching one of her tutorials, and I said to myself, you know what, let me go ahead and order it. I'm going to try and see. And you know what? She was 100% right. You do not have to worry about air bubbles or anything like that. I mean, it's like, wow. Plus, what you get in this, what is it, 2-ounce bottle, okay, it lasts for a while. Okay, it lasts for a long time, and to me it's just worth every dime. It's not a very expensive glue, okay, but it's not going to be the cheap glue as far as the pricing is concerned. And I think these are priced fairly, simply because of the quality that you get behind the glue. So kudos to you. What's the name of the company? Art Glitter Designer Glue Company. Kudos to you for your exceptionally great product. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have these two done, and now, and what I love about this is that it dries fairly quickly. You know, not too quickly, but quickly enough for you to continue with your project. And if and when you get yourself this glue, always ensure that you get yourself that tiny metal tip, so that way you can use it in your intricate die cuts or anything, anywhere that you need a tiny little stream of glue. Okay, so now I have to decide. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, nothing there. So now I have to decide where this is gonna go. Am I gonna put this here, or am I gonna put this here? You know what, I think I'm gonna put this one here. And the thing is, do I want it to be too? No, it's not going to be too much. I don't think. Hang on a second. Or do I want it on a dark one? You know what? I think I want it on the dark one. So I'm going to remove this. Okay. And I'm going to put this right here, and it's going to go, I want to say, right around there. I like that. Okay, so now we take our glue. Okay, so there we go, and we're just going to set this to the side to let it dry for a little bit, And now, let's see, this is our back cover, and this is our other cover. Do I have, you know what, I think I want to use it on this. There we go. That's all there's to it. Isn't that pretty? I love how this is turning out. And this one too. Alrighty, so now that we have these, let me fold this center line. Now, depending on how large the envelope is, you can just leave it as is, or you can enclose it. It's up to you. Because this is not double-sided paper, I think I'm going to have it enclosed. Okay. So back again, as gently as I can, I'm folding these. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and just glue these pieces down. Just a fine stream of glue. There we go. Get some of my fingers. Here's this one. And hold it down for a moment. And I think holding it down with one of these will be helpful. On each side. Until it dries. You kind of like want to clamp it down. Okay. So that's drying. And now it's time to decorate. Oh wait, I gotta put these in here and then it'll be time to decorate. So let me see how I want this to flow. I guess I want... let's see, this one here. Well, that one already has a... Okay, I want this one as the first page. Okay. Alrighty, so that's the first page. Second page. Third page. This one is going to be my fourth page because it has nothing on it yet. Oops. I'm trying to be gentle so as to not wear these out. The little snipped items, I don't want to wear them out. So that's that, and now let me do this one. Yeah. Okay. And this one. Alrighty. And then another page. Straighten that. Okay, and then the back cover. And notice how my back cover matches the front cover. So here we go. And here we go. I love it. Don't you love it? Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so now let's decorate it. And we're gonna start with a black one, and it's gonna go right along there. Okay, so that's love this. And I want to make sure that I leave enough space for those tiny little pictures. Love this. And maybe a tiny little thing here. There we go. And number 2 says follow your heart. Cute little button there. Follow your heart. And this one, let me put fave over here. Just like that. Okay. And over here, no, that would be in a different color. Ah, let me use stories. This is so simple to make. Love, love, love. Maybe I should do stories right there. Yeah. Let me put stories right there. And should I introduce red here? Maybe I should do remember. Like, let's see. Here. Like this. Oh, that's so pretty. And let's see, since I did introduce pink, let me do pink over here. And let's see. Ooh, a little icon for a picture. Let's do that here. Isn't that cute there? Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. So now I'm going to take there we go. Love. And I still got to figure out. Ooh, that would be nice. You know what? I have Velcro. I have these Velcro pieces. Just might come in handy. Something like this. And it should be about half. Not even half, just a tiny little bit. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this piece like this, and then we are going to snip about a third. See that? Just a third. And then what we're going to do is, I think that third should be plenty because when we, yeah, okay. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our piece, try not to get my hands on it, and I'm going to edge it right up there, okay? So y'all can see, and then I'm going to close it. And then I'm going to take the tape and remove it from the backing. This might could help. Let's see, make sure that. Okay, we've removed the backing of that, and we close it. Press on it real good, and we have a Velcro closure. Look at that. We have a Velcro closure. Alrighty. So now that we have our Velcro closure, we are just going to attach these here. And maybe what we can also do is turn it into an envelope. Okay, it's an envelope. And we can also turn it into a little pocket. Okay, so let's do that. This edge right here, I didn't get it quite right, but it's okay. So now let's take our glue right along there, right along there, and right along there. Okay, so that page is done. It is drying. Perhaps I should put that there. And this one down here. Okay, so we have this one decorated. And we have this one decorated. I wonder, hang on a second, if this one could go right here. Oh, that would be so cute. Yes. So we still have to work with this one that says love. And I'm thinking, that this should go right here. Okay, so this is going to go here, and oh, every day. Oh, I like that a lot. So we are going to put this here like this. It's going to look so cute. I can't wait till it's done. Just like that. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love how it's turning out. Let me do a little bit of a cleanup over here because I don't like everything everywhere. So we've done that. We haven't done anything on the back of this. And it's okay if we don't. We haven't done anything in the back of that. And this is the, whatchamacallit, back cover. So this is fine like this. So we have 1, 2 that we haven't done anything to the back of. Oh, that would be grand there. this here and just apply it like so. That is so cute. I love how these are coming out. So over here, what we do here is maybe put moments. No, too big. Ooh, how about a tag? Would that be the right paper to use it on? Or over here? Let's put it over here. Big tag right here. And this tag can work as a photo mat. Just trying to get it straight. Alrighty. And we have one last page. Maybe we need something over here. Let's see. Adventure. Note to self. Oh, yes. This one. Right here. And maybe we need something over here. From where I stand. And ooh, how about that one right there? And since the envelope is that way, we're going to have to face it the way the envelope is. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? I love it. I love how this book is coming out. And one last page. And maybe we can do something here. I don't know. It's like I keep looking at it. I'm like, let's do this. Let's do that. Moments. Moments. Snippet. I don't know. From where I stand. Note to self. Or moments like this. Okay, that's what we're going to use. Let's do this. There we go. Just like that. Moments. And, ooh, let's do this one there. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. And I'm thinking it needs something over here. You know what? I'm going to do something gutsy. I'm going to take this piece of scratch or scrap and I'm going to put this right on here. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut. Should I fussy cut? But see, if I fussy cut, I might ruin the gold. So no, I'm not going to fussy cut. Okay, it's got a tiny bit that I just need to remove. So I'm thinking, should I remove this? Yeah. It's okay though. I'll just glue it back down. I'm going to take this. I'm sorry if I'm not in frame. Okay, this should be good for this. Okay. Take some of this off. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is, since I've already compromised the adhering of the sticker right along here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply some glue, is all. And if y'all hear something in the background, that's my dog snoring. He's asleep. He's my crafting companion, and he just lays down right underneath Mama's desk. He falls asleep and begins to snore. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take our 3D or our pop dots. I call them 3D. And we are going to mount that on top. That's 1. And 6. And we're going to put it right on here. And just like that. Okay. I like to push these down to ensure that we have the right adhering power. And excuse me once again if I'm off frame, I just need to see what I'm doing. Stand up for a moment. And there you have it. That's all there's to it. So we have completed our mini album flip book using these little planner discs as the binding system, and we decorated this mini album with both stickers and items from my stash and dies from Spellbinders, and I love the way it came out. Oh my word, I love it. I just love this. I'm thankful that you have sat through this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and do a giveaway. The giveaway is this little mini album flip book. For this mini album flip book, all you have to do is in the comments section below include mini album flip book. You have to be 18 years or older to participate in my giveaways. This mini album flip book giveaway is for US only and for visible subscribers. So I will be choosing a winner for this mini album flip book a week from today. So yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Click on that subscribe button. Make sure that your settings are visible to me so that I can ensure so that I can see that you are subbed to me, to this channel. And yeah, thumbs up my video if you want to see more tutorials like these. And yeah, don't forget what to put down in your comments if you want to be entered for this. Thank you so very much. I'll see y'all again real soon. Bye now.